I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves' Guild has Maven Blackbriar at its back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I know. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
I don't know you. You in Riften looking for trouble? Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know? The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aretino in Windhelm has been attempting to contact the Dark Brotherhood. He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, so basically, no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem. Yeah. What's your problem?
Boost!
How did you do that? Yeah. What's your problem?
Fust! Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
People of Riften,
I've never seen Mjolnir
heed
this
my
upset
words.
about anything.
The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence.
I'm telling you, Volk.
This is one of the signs. The signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your
So I
constant
pay for the
inebriation.
weapon shipments, and you oversee their distribution to the Stormcloaks?
And embrace the teachings
Exactly.
of the handmaiden of
What
Kai.
better way to help the cause than to put weapons into the hands of young Nord warriors dying for their
Kira,
homeland?
certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These
I'll
people
do it.
must be made aware
Provided
of the
you
chaos
supervise
they've
the
sowed.
shipments personally.
Enough, Marama. We've all heard of the
worry.
dragons and their return.
I'll treat those
There's no need
shipments
to
as
use
if I
them as an
owned them
excuse to
myself.
harass our customers.
Very well, Talon.
Sometimes I'm not
I'll
certain
remove
that
myself
the
from
people
this
of
den of
Riften
iniquity.
I presume you're bothering
We're not
me for a
kicking
good
you out.
reason.
Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Always see the good.
What in the name of oblivion do you want?
I've had an excellent teacher.
I don't have time for idle chit-chat. Of course, nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Or I'll have your head on a pike.
Suit yourself.
I believe we're done.
They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
You may have everyone else impressed around here, but you don't impress me. You couldn't touch me if you wanted.
Are you kidding me? I've got the entire Thieves Guild at my back. What have you got?
You have no idea who you're trifling with.
I don't care.
Now I
A deal's a
suggest you
deal.
Turn around and rattle someone else's cage before you get hurt.
I'm watching.
Don't know
you,
why
Black
you'd help a
Briar.
stranger like
One
that.
day you'll slip
But a
up and your
septum's a
Imperial
septum.
friends won't
Don't
be
care
there to
where it
catch
comes
your
from.
fall.
You can tell Shadra his debt's been paid. I hope we bump into each other again.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, what can I get you? Meat? Wine? Never heard of anybody like that. But if you want to hide out in Riften, the Ratway's where you'd be. There's a sort of tavern down there, the Ragged Flagon, where all the lowlifes in Riften get drunk and knife each other. You might try there, if you can get through the Ratway alive. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Come back and see us again.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Looking for work? Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Good man. You won't regret it. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Any luck with Sapphire? By the 8! You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore. I'd better get going.
What you want? Huh?
Force!
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared. Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you.
As Jarl Layla's
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
What can I do for you? While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Good. Speak. I wish... Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
As Jarl Layla's housecarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
What can I do for you? I'm waiting.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
Need something?
I'd request that when Ulfric's a bloody hero, I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. Yes? Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is 12 men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. Indeed, there have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face Butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call? Ah, and let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. You see, I don't really outright own Frost. That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Nice try, but my mother's already got me in jail. Maybe you should try that one on Latrush. Then I think we're done talking.
Did you hear something?
Over here. Skyrim belongs to the
Your hands are here.
Fust!
I cannot best you.
You've done it! Got to admit, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you've definitely earned your pay. Let's make the exchange. Yes, here it is. I think I'd best be off now.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. Doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor? And such power?
What was that?
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
What do you mean?
Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help.
Am I responsible if the vintage was off on that
That's
case?
a touching story.
Sorry. You
Now
know
get
the
out of my
rules.
face!
No refunds.
Huh. Lot of old guys around. Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the old guy you're talking about. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
You need to tell your boys to play nice, Delvin. Almost threw 2 of them into the well last night.
Got a lot of nerve coming
They
down
ain't my
here.
boys.
People tend to get hurt in the Ratway.
You know what I mean. Tell your boss that rough is rough, but when someone pulls a dagger, fun time is over.
I'll pass it along.
Is someone there? Did you hear something?
Is someone there?
There's the Blades agent. You are but a dog. I am. Must. Time for you humans to learn your place.
Yes. Book. Yes. Bucket.
He explained it all to me. Before, when I still understood. I don't remember, but I still know. It's hopeless. He told me. He's right, you know.
Bucket. Knife. Book. Ink pot. Stone. No. No. No.
Come here, come here, come here, come here! Ah, so tender. Come here, you juicy morsel. Is someone there? This what you want, huh? Fus Ruda!
Someone do something!
Death is highly overrated.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember. Delphine really is alive, then. You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want. This'll just take a moment. This one always fits. There we go. Only a couple more. There we are. Come in. Make yourself at home. That's my love. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a Dragonborn can stop him. But no Dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather things. I'll need... no useless trash. Put my annotated annuan. One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets from the thousands.
Do your worst.
Well,
too easy.
Yeah? Good news. I found that dwarven hammer you were looking for.
You did? Thanks. I'll get you the rest of your coin by tomorrow.
Who's there?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Delphine. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way.
Stay away from Camilla.
Ah, Camilla. Fair as the morning sun.
Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes. Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come, let me show you. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event, despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall. One of the wonders of the ancient world. Its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't.
You just find that lying around? Must be your lucky day.
Aldrin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Aldrin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck. You're not afraid of me, are you? Let's get this over with. We are routed. Fall back. Oh. I can always use the practice. What is it? The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn, but we'd forgotten why. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of the Blades, and you're the Dragonborn. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left. Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the Dragonborn, I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Wait!
Why are you stopping?
We should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
We'll cross once it's safe. Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe. Be careful.
Looks safe now. Let's move.
Yes, yes. I think we must be close to the entrance. Wonderful, remarkable. A preserved. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered me in Cyrodiil?
This
whole place appears to be a shrine to Raymond. He ended the accusation.
It's coming to life. Did it. After you, Dragon. You should have the honor of being the first to
Isn't it amazing? Ah, thank you. Excellent. Now, where were we? Ah, of course. Not everyone has an appreciation for the artistic wonders of the world. Let me see if I can find the right panel. Ah, here it is. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him. Ah, patience. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War, or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot. But don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old Blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the Blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
It's the best. Love it.